The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Oakland Raiders. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. On play action, it's Carr sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now they'll throw with Carr. Will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, the 40, past the 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure that...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First carry for the former Tar Heel Elijah Hood. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
2nd down now after the incompletion. To throw again. Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Over the middle, complete. It's Fisher. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Hood. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had 1 here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now on 4th down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On play action. Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders. This is Hood on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Montravius Adams breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. They run here with Hood. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They run again with Hood. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Aguayo's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And they give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. On play action, Rodgers. It's complete. It's gone. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And now a first down following that long gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Play action. Now it's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. To throw, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fisher. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now Hood. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on second down, Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On first down, Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Casey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Fresh set of downs here. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. Open space inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw his Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Carr. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Raiders a first down. On play action, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And some room to roam now. Space to run. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Belifonwu. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They fake the give. Now Rodgers rolling to his right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they looked like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing his car on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Rodgers will try again on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is knocked down from the side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Casey. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Packers a first down. He's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Rodgers throwing here. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Bruce Irvin leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nice job of eluding the pressure there. Scrambling for 11. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click, And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Packers, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Oakland.
like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too